to those that hurt them in the first place, and that they can never get over it. Well, let's fast forward about 2 weeks after after more feelings started rising. Let's put it that way. More feelings started rising between me and her. Then she just comes out of nowhere saying how she just can't ever get over her ex for everything, and how she wants to go back to him, and well, not exactly go back to him. Like she can't decide if she wants to or not. You know, putting which that put me through like a lot of hell. Just having to deal with all that, then just getting told a bunch of crap. Then all of a sudden, you find out that so much of it was just a lie. I mean, then in the end, she ends up saying how she's just flat out stopped talking to her ex. She's gonna flat out just stop talking to me, saying she's not ready at all for a relationship. But then it ends up being like a week later, she's already with some other guy, not her ex.
Didn't even fucking tell you either. Tell us. We had to read it on a fucking MySpace survey, pretty much. That's where we got the majority of the details.
That's how low it was. Like a week later, she's talking with some other guy, already doing crap with him, and apparently, like she's all into him or whatever, something like that. I don't know. I don't give a shit because Steve
was a bitch.
Steve is fucked up. And it's just when you see a situation like that, it just pisses you off. And like if you're caught in a situation, sorry, there's something in the mic. If you're caught in a situation like that whether you're okay, let me rephrase that. If you're the person that can't get over someone and you had met someone else new, my advice would be right away, just completely forget about your ex at the time. Just try to focus on this person and where you could possibly go, rather than trying to revert everything back to the past.
Yeah. Don't compare either. That's a lot of bullshit I see. Do not compare the new person to your ex. That isn't fair in any way. Like, it's just not. Everyone is different. Why the fuck should they be like your ex? They should be themselves. And that's complete bullshit. I've heard girls be like, oh, well, I tried to move on, but he wasn't good enough in this way or that way. But I bet the motherfucker was better in a bunch of other ways. Find other ways that people are better. You cannot compare everything to the way your ex was. Obviously, there's a reason you two broke up. Why the fuck would you want the same thing? Kadur.
Okay, and for the people who were like me, who are on the end of where they're trying to get with somebody who can't get over someone, well, here, option number one would be, if this person seems like they're at least willing to try to move on, just at least stick with them. It's probably going to be tough and bumpy road, but if they just if they're the kind of people, they just cannot get over anything. Like, they just keep bringing everything up with their ex. They can't get over anything, period. Just, I mean, it'd be hard, but just, you have to leave that alone. Just let it go. Just walk away, find someone else. Because you'd only be hurting yourself if you're staying around any longer.
Sometimes you just gotta end things. I mean, it's hard to let go of people when they're important to you and when they mean a lot to you. But really, I think you know what things aren't meant to go on and what things are. Some things can survive through hell, some bonds can, and some just weren't meant to. Like, it's really that simple. There's not this big whole emotionally complex cycle of, oh my god, this is why I have to stay with this person. You don't have to stay with anyone. You have to do what's best for you. I mean, I don't understand why it's so hard to just think logically, like, this person makes me happy, I should be with them, versus this person is a complete piece of shit to me, but they were my first this or my first that, so I'm inclined to, like, be attached. I mean, I might sound like a dick right now, because I'm not a chick, and I don't become, like, clingy like that. Like, okay, there may be one girl that I'm, on and on with, like, on and off again constantly, because, she means that much to me, but it's not like, I'm not like, oh god, I can't survive in the world with, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking bullshit. I wish I could just date my hair. I'm just kidding. But no, I like you get my point there. Like it's just you get what I'm saying. You just can't. I'm sorry. It's just you just can't let things like hold you back like that, and it's not fair to screw over other people's lives too, in the mess of your own like that. And I just think, I'll never understand. Like if a girl wants to drop a comment on this or leave something, like I don't understand why y'all just can't try and move the fuck on and don't be like, oh, we're attracted to assholes because that no, I'm not buying that anymore. And I still, the whole having your V cards punched and shit. Come on now. I know you become really emotionally attached to us when we do that, but it's not the end of the fucking world. You're gonna survive, and that's a stupid, stupid, stupid reason to stay with someone because they took your virginity. I mean, that's really dumb. That's really, really stupid. You'll have sex again. Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah, and about the whole thing about screwing others over, I don't understand like the whole thing of like if you're still trying to get over someone, but you're like in kind of this depressing mood, why would you like just want to like meet somebody else just to use them for happiness? You don't care about them. You just want to use them in order to find happiness. Promise a bunch of crap, but I don't understand that either. It's so.
It's like, oh my god, my throat hurts from screaming. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I don't really understand how you can be really that selfish, and when you're just using the person to the point where you don't really care so much about that person at all, but because they would do whatever for you, then you can just use them for that. Like I don't get that. Like why you would do that to someone. If you don't feel something for them past the point of, oh my god, they're my little whipped bitch, don't keep toying with them. Like that's not fair. I think in a relationship, both partners should strive to make each other happy. Okay, it shouldn't be one person just all about themselves the entire time. That's not how that shit works. You'll be miserable and alone. It's stupid.
Yeah, because get ready for another. What am I looking for here? A song reference. Your time is gonna come. Okay, because it doesn't matter how many times you screw somebody over and you move on to someone else, screw them over. You keep doing that. Just one of these times, it's just gonna come around, bite you right in the ass, and it's gonna happen to you when you don't want it to happen that time. So.
And for you little, like, strict objectivist motherfuckers who think that the sole purpose in life is for you and only you to be happy, fuck off. That is the biggest bullshit ever. I know a lot of people like that, and I know more people like that nowadays than I used to. And it's like, okay, yeah, I think you should live for yourself and do what makes you happy versus what other people think of you. It should be about you. But when you're in a relationship or anything like that, god damn it, it's not just about you. If you really care for someone, you want to make them happy too, okay? It's just, everyone is so fucking ridiculously selfish now. It's just, I don't even get it anymore. I really don't understand why people are only into making themselves happy these days, and they really don't understand. It's like, nobody thinks anything's their fault. Like the type of girls we're talking about right now, after they like screw the guy over, like, I didn't do anything wrong, blah blah blah. I told you I was having trouble moving on. All that bullshit. Those excuses do not fly.
Yeah, because you just throw out those excuses, you're just gonna get, how should I put it, owned.
It's like the shield they think they have. Like they're like, oh hey, I warned you this one time that this might happen eventually. No. Oh my god.
No, you throw out excuses. You're going to get bitched at one way or another. Another thing I've been through, throwing out excuses. No, I'm just going to fight back, and I'm going to prove you wrong in what you did. So
exactly.
And